Forster.
Thank you, Madam Deputy Speaker. Many of us are described as either a dog person or a cat person. I've had my dog for over 5 years now, and that definitely means I now feel like a dog person as a result. Joking aside, it's quite clear that we as a country are in love with our pets. So many of us are defined by them. But the laws that govern us should reflect how we live and how we choose to live. And actually, our lack of respect for people's homes and our lack of respect for the ability to bring a pet into our home is shocking, and that's why I'm pleased with this bill. Sadly, there are gaps for pet owners in the rental market, particularly. These gaps not only create an uneven playing field for people choosing new homes, but they fill animal shelters with much-loved pets that should be in their stable homes. Many of these pets are in those animal shelters because of unfair rules by landlords that have been introduced for years. According to research conducted by the Battersea Dogs and Cats Home, only 8% of private landlords actually list their property as pet-friendly. 8%. But I don't want to just talk about statistics. The numbers have real-life consequences for families and animals. In my constituency of Woking, I've got a constituent, a woman along with her family, was evicted after 16 years of a tenancy because the landlord decided to sell the property. The council tried to find alternative housing for the family, but repeatedly came up against obstacles, including a no pets policy. This policy would have forced the family to give up their 3 cats, including one that her autistic son is emotionally bonded to. It's their emotional support pet. A letter from the GP stated how important this was to this child's well-being. But despite that, it didn't help. It also, this cat reduced her son's anxiety levels and helped him with his day-to-day functioning. It had a huge impact. But the housing officers noted we could have considered her for a place in some new flats that the council built. But the housing provider doesn't accept pets. The family has 3 cats. This case is not unique, sadly. It perfectly illustrates the emotional toll that the rules can have on families, particularly those with additional needs. Pet ownership might seem like a small issue in face of the homelessness and eviction and the heart-wrenching issues we've already heard today. But it's quite clear that sometimes this happens directly because there are no protections for families with pets and people are forced into a horrible situation. It's fair to say the culture of a country should be reflected in the laws that govern it. Most of us have pets. Let's ensure that we are allowed to keep them. I'm really pleased to hear my honourable friend, the member for Taunton, pursue my party's amendments, and I'm pleased that my Select Committee Chair, the Honourable Lady for Vauxhall and Camberwell Green, together, cross-party, I think there's been a lot of welcome support for this bill, but pushing the government to go further still. And as much as I'm supportive of this bill could be better. It could help reduce our casework going forward of heart-wrenching stories of vulnerable tenants pushed out and treated badly by landlords. This will help us, Madam Deputy Speaker, but with the amendments that have been tabled, and I know there are other amendments going to be proposed in the other place, this bill should be better. Thank you.